Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Mining Insider. Friday, May 13th, 2022 marked the great Ethereum Hashrate migration. It was initiated by Son of a Tech as well as supported by other YouTubers like Red Panda Mining, and I decided to show my support for it as well. So on May 12th at about 11:30 p.m., I switched all of my hashrate over onto mining some other coins, and wow, did it turn out to be very, very profitable for me, as well as it was a very educational experience. So if you haven't already subscribed, press down on that subscribe button, stick with me, and let's get started. It all started for me when I seen a video posted on the Red Panda Mining channel a few days ago, and it was a fantastic video. This video on the channel is called How to Join the Great Ethereum Hashrate Migration. And the Great Ethereum Hashrate Migration seemed to be initiated by Son of a Tech. Seemed like one of the goals was to try to mine another coin, but to intentionally do it on Friday, May 13th. This way we could show some solidarity and mining support to try to see, as miners, can we switch enough of our hash rate over to show them that kind of we matter or we make a difference and we can unite against Ethereum developer team. But I don't think the difficulty was changed all that much. That aside, this video was really a great video. It got me to think, well, if I'm not going to be mining Ethereum, what am I going to be mining? As well as, am I really all set to do it? And this video covered a lot of great topics. Where to look for other coins to mine, considering profitability, if you're going to be trying to mine immediate payouts on profits, versus if you're going to be spec mining and what to look at. And Red Panda is kind of like the OG of mining, in my opinion. He just has such a wealth of information, sharing his years and years of experience that I've learned a lot from, and it made me pause and think. I definitely encourage you to go check out this video if you're a miner and if you're looking for what are some viable alternatives, or at least to get the tools that you'll be able to look up and determine if you're not mining Ethereum, what are you going to be mining? So definitely check out his video down below because it gave me an insight of information, as well as it turned out to be a profitable day for me. So on the night before the great Ethereum migration, on May 12th of 2022, I turned to what to mine. This is a current screenshot of what to mine on May 14th. So the numbers are a little bit different than they were on May 12th. But on that evening, I had seen if I plugged in a single RTX 3080 card, on that day, I had seen what the profitability were for the different coins. And it seemed at that time that ERGO was probably the second most profitable coin for me to readily be able to mine. See, I was already worked all day and I was kind of tired. I didn't want to go retuning a lot of my overclocks on my cars. I just want to see what's a way I can quickly just adapt my rigs over. And that's kind of what showed me how unprepared I was for this. So it was really a great exercise to do. Currently on May 14th, I see that the profitability is down even further. So Ethereum would be making $1.96 a day after electricity, and Ergo is down at about $1.02. So wow, that's almost chopping my profitability in half, it would seem. None of the other coins seem to be great options. Conflux is actually up on the high right now. It wasn't as high the other day, but Conflux is going to be using more power to get that. And I didn't want to start overclocking all my cards. So I said, well, an easy solution for me would be, why don't I just set up and just go start mining Ergo directly? And I wanted to do that. This way I could at least still make some profits, and I didn't want to have to be bothered with redoing all my overclocks at this time. So that's what I did. Ultimately deciding that I was going to be mining Ergo instead of Ethereum seemed like the smartest choice for me, because it was already very late on May 12th when I started doing this switch over, and I didn't have a lot of time, and I didn't want to redo all my overclocking for my card. So Ergo was definitely the logical choice, because I could reuse those same overclock settings and get great results mining with Ethereum overclocks even on my Ergo cards. So I've chose to go to two miners, and I was going to be doing some direct mining in two miners of Ergo. I figure I'm going to be probably losing the hash rate anyway. Let's at least not have to make this a lot of work. So it was pretty easy for me to set up. So I went into HiveOS and I created a new flight sheet. I've already defined my coin is going to be Ergo. I've set up an Ergo wallet, and I was going to be using two miners as my pool. I was going to be using T-Rex as the miner. And I figured, if I'm going to be doing this already and going through all this work, why don't I just make it a little bit more interesting? I already seen that I'm only going to be making half the profit I expected to be making if I was just looking for the cash out. So rather than go to two miners, I decided, you know what, let's go to two miners solo. And that's exactly what I did. So I just configured my rigs. and I set it up. And once I seen I was getting regular pool mining on 2 miners for ERGO, I was confident that things were running good. I just went right after 2 miners solo, and wow, was it a good choice for me. So I switched my flight sheet over to be mining on 2 miners ERGO solo. And that was because when I looked at the pool mining calculator and CryptoCalc for ERGO, I seen I'd only be making about $56, $57 a day for all these rigs. And now that's about half of what they would normally be making mining Ethereum. So I figured, shoot, I'm going to be losing money anyway today. I'm making about half of what I would normally make mining Ethereum. Might as well, make it a little bit more interesting and take a chance. So that's why rather than pool mining it, I decided I'm just going to take a chance. See, maybe Friday the 13th would be my lucky day. And that's why I decided to do 2 miners ERGO solo mining. And boy, did it pay off. With that said, I was gung-ho. I was just going to solo mine this for a day. And if it wins, it wins. If it loses, it loses. It's a gamble. So I'm not advising anyone to do some solo mining. I just figured maybe today will be my day. Every miner has their day, so maybe today will be mine. I have not done solo mining recently. The only time I've ever tried it in the past was last year. I was doing solo mining of Ravencoin, and this is after I seen a great video from Red Panda also. He had actually hit some Ravencoin, and he had some great luck doing it. So I figured I'd take my chance, and I've mined it for a few days straight. Nothing. I figured it's time to move on to the pool, at least to make that coin, because at least you have that consistent revenue stream. But I was going to take my chance with this today and see how it panned out. So I went to bed just before midnight and went to work the next day. Fortunately for me, it really paid off, because the next day on May 13th, I had hit a block. I was so excited to see this one block found within the last 24 hours. And it was found at about 14 and a half hours after I started. I hit a block, and that was worth 62 ERGO at the time, which is about $153, $154. I was so excited. First time I've ever solo mined and hit a block on my own. So it was really, really incredible day for me, just to be able to do that. So I had taken some screenshots, and this is what it looked like at the time. So I had some rewards, but it's showing me the reward of a little over 62 ERGO. It's still immature. It seems like it'll take like a day for it to mature, or so many transactions. This is the first time I've ever done it, so I can't really say with any certainty of it, but it seems like it'll take up to a day before it's recognized, and then it'll get paid out. But I was so excited. This was the first time I mined my own coins outside of a pool and just hit it. Although the personal luck here is saying 1%. But look, it says my personal luck at the time was 21%. That is like incredible to me, as I understand it though too. I'm not a pro or anything else like that seasoned with solo mining, but normally I think a luck of 100% is on average or on par with things. So if you're doing 50%, you're doing twice as good as things. But wow, I was able to do it 21%. That means my odds are 5 times higher than the norm that I'd be able to find this. So this was totally epic to me to be able to see and hit this one block. However, it says it's immature, and I believe it's because it'll take up to a day for it to get enough transactions to fully mature it. And I'm waiting to still see it hit my wallet. It's not 24 hours yet. If you have any experience in seeing an immature block and what that means, definitely drop a comment down below. I'm going to be following this to make sure I get my rewards. And switching over to a live view today on May 14th. It is actually 12:31 Eastern time that I'm recording this. This is a live view right now of my 2 miners. And it seems I hit another block last night. So wow, it wasn't just great that I hit the first block after 14 hours, but then I hit another block again. I'm totally blown away by this. So it seems this was definitely a profitable venture for me to do. If I flip over to my rewards, wow, once again, a personal luck of this was 21%. So this was definitely an epic day for me. This was Friday the 13th was definitely my day, and this was actually found on the 14th at 5 a.m. this morning. So I'm tempted. Should I even pull these rigs back over? Because if I'm having this type of luck, maybe let's take another day and let's see where it goes. I don't know. What would you do? But I'm really happy because now I did some solo mining. It was a great experience. And I think that's probably one of the biggest values of this. It wasn't just that I was able to get lucky enough to find solo blocks and find them twice, nevertheless, within a day and a half or so. to be able to learn and just make you think, if I'm not mining Ethereum, what am I going to be mining? And to be all set to do that between your knowledge, your overclock, what your expectations are. This is definitely not a normal situation in the sense that I was able to hit 2 blocks on this hash rate within this short duration of time. So this is more of an outlier situation, but it turned out to be really profitable for me. It could have turned out to be absolutely nothing. So that about wraps it up for me for today with the great Ethereum hash rate migration. And it turned out for me this time, it was a very profitable as well as eye-opening situation. I finally actually tried my hand in solo mining, and it turned out to be worthwhile. Again, it's not a recommendation to do solo mining. Definitely do your research on it, but it seemed to be my lucky day. And I'm hesitant, should I even pull these rigs off of mining ERGO because they're doing so well right now. I don't know, what would you do? I'd love to hear about some of your experience. If you've done some solo mining in the past, if you have any results to share, please drop a comment down below. But my main takeaway from this video is not just solo mining and hitting it lucky, is being prepared to mine other coins besides Ethereum. Are you really prepared? What is your plan B? I mean, you think about it, we make a huge investment with our time and money, especially in all this equipment. But if you're not mining Ethereum, what are you going to be mining? And if you haven't given it thought yet, definitely give it some thought. And definitely check out that video from Red Panda Mining that I'm going to be putting a link down below. It definitely puts a lot of insightful information that'll hopefully help you going forward. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to press down on that subscribe button so you're notified of any future updates, as well as maybe even if I hit another block on this. Wow, that would be super epic, wouldn't it? I'm really happy enough, and I'm not going to be that overly optimistic, but this is just a great day for me, and I hope it's a great day for you, even now and looking forward. So until next time, stay safe. See you on the next video. Happy mining!